Uh, uh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Yo. Your wise in the system, creeping in the stream, touching on your feelings, sliding in your dreams. If you don't know the science, if you don't know the code, it'll ride your emotions, hijacking your mode. You scrolling every minute, chasing what is new, feeding on the media, but it don't feed you. The challenge feels heavy, the pace too tight, collecting all this knowledge, but not using it right. Yeah. Emotions are data, the brain's revelation. Mayor and the scholars brought the calibration. Understand the science, the body, the mind. AI with attention, keep your soul aligned. Yeah. Emotions are data, the brain's revelation. Mayor and the scholars brought the calibration. Understand the science, the body, the mind. AI with intention, keep your soul aligned. Physiology talk, how the brain cells spark. Some wired with a temper, some wired with the heart. We gotta learn the language, the cues, the tone. Communication skills make the knowledge our own. Don't just let the text spin your story in vain. Balance out the logic with the pulse in your veins. Media and machines, they can bend your fate, but with skills in your pocket you can regulate. Yeah. Emotions are data, the brain's revelation. Mayor and the scholars brought the calibration. Understand the science, the body, the mind. AI with intention, keep your soul aligned. Yeah. Emotions are data, the brain's revelation. Mayor and the scholars brought the calibration. Understand the science, the body, the mind. AI with intention. Yeah, smooth like the jazz in the Harlem night. 90s groove keeping inside tight. Soul in the system, rhythm in the plan. Tech with the people, wisdom in the hand. So vibe with the future, but guard your mind. AI's a tool, don't let it redefine. Use science, use soul, and the groove will show how to ride with the knowledge and still let it flow. Yeah.
All right, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that could totally change how you interact with AI. We're talking about moving past just asking simple questions and really using insights from an expert, Amahl Williams, to learn how to turn your AI into a high-level strategic partner. So let's get into it. And this, right here, is the core idea. Amahl Williams just nails it with this quote. The AI tools we've got now, they're not just fancy search engines. Think of them as these powerful, analytical minds that are ready to work with you. It's a huge shift in perspective, and honestly, it unlocks a whole new level of what you can get done. So here's the question we've all got to ask ourselves, right? We have this incredible consultant at our fingertips, but are we still just giving it intern-level tasks? Asking for quick facts, a simple summary, or are we really tapping into its full power for strategy, for analysis, for deep, personalized advice? It's something to think about. To really get a handle on where we are now, it helps to see just how far these tools have come, and wow, how fast it's all happened. Amahl breaks it down into 3 pretty clear ages, and it really shows you the evolution from a simple little predictor to the strategic partner we have today. And what's driving all this? Well, it's a technology called natural language processing, or NLP. In a nutshell, this is the magic that lets us type or speak in plain, everyday language and have a machine actually get the nuance and context of what we're saying. It's the secret sauce that makes the whole conversation possible. So let's walk through that evolution. Back in their infancy, LLMs were basically just text predictors. Good for simple stuff, but they'd stumble on anything complex. Then you have the Middle Ages. They could do tasks like fill out a document, but the quality, well, it was usually pretty clumsy. But now, we are in the present day, the consultant era. These tools are so sophisticated, they get context, and they actually learn from every single chat you have with them. And I love this analogy from Amahl that explains the jump. He says just last year, LLMs were kind of like AP honor students. You'd ask a question, and they'd give you a really well-researched answer from the internet. Great. But today, They're on-demand consultants. They don't just answer, they talk with you. They know your history, your context, and they help you strategize. It's a whole different ballgame. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we start treating our AI like a consultant and not an intern? Well, Amahl lays out this really practical, three-step framework that honestly anyone can use to get started. First step, get grounded. Don't rush out and pay for a bunch of tools. Just use the free versions first. Get comfortable, learn how they work. Second, find your fit. They're not all the same, you know. Figure out which tool is the best for the specific things you need to do. And third, incorporate smartly. Pick a favorite, make it your go-to for your main workflow, but always have a backup. That way, you're never left high and dry. And to make this super concrete, Amahl shares his own personal setup. His favorite is Claude, mainly because he finds the quality of the writing is so good that it barely needs any editing. His backup? That's Gemini, and the reason is brilliant. It's free, and it's a perfect sandbox to practice and get really good at prompting. Okay, theory's one thing, but what does a consultant-level conversation with an AI actually sound like? Amahl shared this personal story that just perfectly captures this shift from asking basic questions to having a real strategic dialogue. So here's the scenario. Amahl is facing a pretty big career decision, choosing between two different senior-level jobs. Now, instead of just making a simple pros and cons list, he fed the detailed job descriptions for both roles straight to his AI consultant to get a much deeper analysis. And get this, the response he got was not some dry, bulleted list. The AI came back with this unbelievably direct and personalized advice. It said he'd be bored out of his mind in one of the jobs. I mean, come on, that is consultative. That's a partner who actually gets you. Which, of course, makes you wonder, how on earth did an AI know him so well that it could predict his job satisfaction? This is way beyond just analyzing text from a job description. This is about understanding a person on a deeper level. And the secret, the real magic here, is context. See, the AI had been trained to be a consultant for Amahl. It wasn't just comparing two documents in a vacuum. It was looking at them through the lens of everything it knew about him. His resume, stuff from his books, their entire conversation history, and the professional goals he'd mentioned. It knew him. And just look at the depth of this analysis. The AI didn't just list facts. It built a whole strategic framework. It weighed his personal strengths against potential problems, it thought about lifestyle stuff like having to be in the office, and it even lined up the roles with his long-term growth goals. That is real strategic advice. And maybe the most mind-blowing part of all this? The number one. It took just one single back-and-forth conversation to get all of this. The framework, the considerations, even a drafted follow-up email. Just think about the time and energy that's saved. It's incredible. So, what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing to remember? It really is all about a fundamental shift in your mindset. If you change how you think about these tools, you will radically transform the quality and the value of what you get back from them. Let's just boil it all down to one simple, powerful idea. Stop treating your LLM like it's a glorified search engine that you just ask for answers. Start treating it like a colleague, a partner that you have conversations with. Give it context, ask its opinion, build a real dialogue. So I'll just leave you with this thought. Just like Amahl Williams showed us, your personal consultant is sitting right there on your desktop and it is ready to go. So the only question left is, what's the first strategic question you're going to ask?